1 year ago yesterday was the darkest, saddest, most horrific day of our lives. A day no parent, no person can ever imagine. To receive the call from our son Daniel on Kauai that our oldest son Jimmy had taken his own life. My heart is so broken missing him. He was such an amazing gift. Jimmy was so smart, creative, driven, had tremendous work ethic, and was of godly character. When Jimmy was 15 years old, our family, along with a neighbor, was working cutting down trees and removing brush in exchange for the wood. One night I found a tick on Jimmy's back and I removed it. I researched about Lyme, and when he started with classic symptoms, sometime later we went to his doctor. He didn't believe it was Lyme. He retested him, and this time it was positive. I didn't trust the doctor's treatment, so I brought him to Children's Hospital Infectious Disease for a second opinion. They reassured me that even with the delay of 9 months, 4 weeks of doxycycline would be enough. Over the years, I questioned if Jimmy still had Lyme. He had fatigue at times, aches and pains, but we were reassured that that was all the treatment he needed. And I couldn't know for sure. One thing about Jimmy, true of all of our sons, they're not complainers. I realize now that there were times when Jimmy was just quiet. It wasn't that he was okay. It was that no matter how much I encouraged him, how much I tried to remind him of truth, how much we loved him, how much the Lord loved him, he couldn't see it. I believe it started with the Levaquin, then the mumps, along with the chronic Lyme. It was all too much for his body to fight. Went to his brain, distorted his thinking, caused him to have trouble sleeping, negative thoughts towards himself, depression, suicidal thoughts, and eventually hopelessness. It was no longer a choice that day, and he took his life. If you've ever felt you didn't matter, your life just didn't matter, that no one cares for you, or that you could never be forgiven for all the bad choices you've made, for all your sin, it's just not true. Your life matters. You're loved. Whether it's a situation like Jimmy, or you suffer with depression, or simply the lies of the enemy, don't believe it. So don't remember my son for how he left this earth. Remember him for how he lived his life.